out of the middle of her back, lodged into her spine.
What you're dealing with is a shark. From the looks of it, a hungry one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2022 action horror film Bull Shark. A film that is written and directed by Brett Bentman. And it stars Tom Hallam, Billy Blair, Lindsay Marie Wilson, Derek Redford, and Colleen Elizabeth Miller. Now, this essentially is Jaws in Texas, pretty much, and it focuses on, there is a guy that catches a shark somehow, thinks it's dead, dumps it in a lake, turns out it's not dead, or it was dead, but it was pregnant, gave birth to a shark, and, you know, people are starting to get eaten. So there is Spencer, who is like a ranger, something like that, and him and the local sheriff have got to try and kill this shark before it eats everybody for lunch. Right, what are my thoughts on Bull Shark? You might have got a hint, guys, that I didn't really like this one very much, and that is an understatement. This film was utter garbage, really, from beginning to end. When I said this film is like Jaws in Texas, it literally is. I mean, they've basically copied Jaws, but in the most hilariously bad way. It's almost like a Saturday Night Live sketch or something. It's so bad. Let's see if I can get the positive out of the way, because positives as a plural is not really going to work with this film. I thought the one real positive out of this film was Tom Hallam, who played like the ranger, who gave a decent performance. I certainly tried. As this flawed guy, you know, he's an ex-alcoholic, he's lost his family, all this kind of stuff, and, you know, he's constantly trying to do the right thing. And his performance, you know, initially, when the film started and it focused quite heavily on him, I was kind of lured into a false sense of security, thinking, oh, this could be actually quite decent. He's a decent enough actor. I was wrong. Very, very wrong. After that, I'm really struggling in regards to positives. There's no laughably bad performances here by everybody. There's some not great performances, but I've seen worse, put it that way, in a low-budget film. And this, you do need to remember, this is a low-budget film, but that doesn't excuse the film either, I don't think. And this day and age, there is a shark film literally released almost every week, sometimes a couple a week, it feels. There's just so many on the market. I don't know how you make yourself original. I'm not really sure. I'm not a filmmaker. You know, it's not my job to kind of figure out how to make one original. It's not even my job, but I'm here to critique or review what's put in front of me. And this one, I really, really struggled with. It was full of such ridiculous and moronic decisions that I genuinely didn't know if I had the energy to finish it. It's full of things like, okay, they figure out a shark's in the lake. Do they close that lake? No, they don't. They prattle about for what feels like a couple of days, talking to experts, getting confirmation whether it is a shark or it isn't a shark. And in the meantime, 2 or 3 people get munched, it feels like. And then you've got, and again, this is again where it goes into the Jaws territory, you've got the corrupt mayor who doesn't want the lake closing because it'll be bad for the image. I don't know, it's never really sold that this lake is massively popular, it's a big tourist spot. But no, this corrupt mayor doesn't want it closed. And the local sheriff is kind of backing him up and all this kind of stuff. And it was like, oh, yawn, you know what I mean? It was so dull and unoriginal, I just couldn't believe it. And then you've got this ranger guy, Tim's, doing a 7-hour journey to talk with this expert about sharks, and this expert didn't tell him anything that he couldn't have told him over the phone. Again, baffled me. That was 7 hours with this lake open. And then it just kind of devolves into pantomime by the end. People stumbling into the water just so they can get munched. The sheriff included. I don't care whether it's a spoiler. You're not going to watch this film, trust me. He's shooting at the shark at the end of this pier type thing. And, he's lost his footing and fallen in. It's not like, it was shaking or anything, the pier. Oh, absolutely not. He obviously, clumsy me. There's a shark in the water. I better not fall in. Oops, I've fallen in. You never really see the shark other than this fin really going above the water that clearly is being dragged along by somebody underneath the water. The effects are laughably bad when you do get anything, and this film is laughably bad in almost every area that I can conceive. Avoid this film unless you're wanting to have an absolute laugh and a giggle with your mates at how bad it is. I was genuinely distraught as to how bad it was. And sometimes I can watch a low-budget film or I can watch a bad film and enjoy it for what it is because it's funny or it's fun or it doesn't take itself too seriously. Or I could just enjoy my time with it because of that. And I've seen a lot of low-budget films like that. This one isn't like that at all. It borrows off the master, which is Jaws, borrows it really poorly and terribly. And what it delivers is arguably one of the worst shark films I've ever seen, and I've seen a few. And one I desperately suggest you guys avoid. I can only give this one a 2 out of 10. It doesn't deserve any more than that. I mean, I'm probably being a little bit generous there, if I'm being honest. I genuinely struggled very, very much with this film, and I suggest you guys avoid it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you'll be back with plenty more reviews on the channel very, very soon.